Yo, what's up, Saints, Skeptics, and Sandals gang? It's your boy Moses coming at you live from the spot where my story literally started.
That basket? That was me. Day one.
No name, no onesie, no diaper bag. Just, congratulations, it's a genocide. So apparently, Pharaoh found out the Hebrews were multiplying too fast and decided baby boys were the problem. Classic overreaction. So my mom, shout out to her faith, straight up put me in a basket, kissed my forehead, and yeeted me into the Nile like I was a message in a bottle. You ever feel unwanted before you could even speak? I grew up in the palace, gold sandals, pomegranate juice, while my people were breaking their backs making bricks.
You ever feel chosen, but also fake? Like, why me? But also, who am I?
Plot twist. God doesn't make mistakes, even when your story starts tangled in trauma and seaweed.
This basket shouldn't have been a coffin. But Yahweh used it as a cradle.
Maybe your life started in chaos or rejection. But if God preserved you, He plans to use you.
Next vlog, that time I murdered a guy and everything went sideways. Yeah, buckle up. Okay, I was doing my thing. Palace boy checking in, trying to connect with my roots. Today I saw a Hebrew, one of my people, getting beaten. And something in me just broke. No one saw. And I intervened. Let's just say I went too far. And now the man's gone. I thought I was doing justice. But now all I feel is shame. Pharaoh found out, which means death penalty. No trial. No, let's talk it out. So yeah, I ran. You ever try to outrun your past? Thought doing right made you the hero, but now you feel like the villain?
Yo, so I was just vibing with the sheep, minding my own dusty business, and then I saw this. It's on fire, but it's not burning up.
You ever walk into something and just know, this ain't random. This is divine.
I don't even know why, I just moved. Like my body knew this wasn't dirt anymore, this was holy ground.
In that moment, I felt seen, not by people, but by the one who never stopped watching, even when I ran.
You ever feel like your calling makes no sense? Like God looked at your resume and still said, yep, that's the one.
So I'm going. Back to Egypt. Back to the place I failed. Back to the people I left. I don't know what's coming. But I know who's coming with me. Next vlog, I walk into Pharaoh's palace and say, let my people go. Just me, this staff, and a God I finally trust.
All right, y'all. I just walked into the most powerful palace on earth with a stick. God told me to say, let my people go. Pharaoh said, who's your God? So now, Egypt's about to find out. Water turned to blood. You'd think that'd be enough, right?
Frogs in your soup? Frogs in your socks? This was not the vibe I planned. I'm literally getting outbuzzed by flies. Pharaoh still said no.
Last warning's been given. Next plague won't be like the others.
You ever realize obedience means being hated, rejected, even when you're right?
Tonight's different. After 400 years of slavery, freedom is finally coming. But it came with instructions.
Okay, so here we are. God brought us out. Egypt, plagues, death night. And now we're standing here, trapped.
That's the sea. And this
is Pharaoh changing his mind again. You ever obey God
and end up somewhere that looks like a dead end? They're panicking, and I get it. Because freedom's never quiet. It always shows up with resistance. But God didn't bring us out just to abandon us.
He said, lift your staff, stretch out your hand, and the waters will part.
Do it again, Yahweh.
Oh my. Okay, we're doing this.
You ever see a miracle in real time? I'm walking on a path that didn't exist 5 seconds ago. This is it. This is how God moves. Not always early, but never late.
Let this be your reminder. God still delivers. And sometimes the path opens after you take the step.
This was Moses. From basket to murderer to exile to messenger to miracle walker.